everybody, welcome back to Real Good Pilates. I'm Michelle, and today I've got for you another intermediate mat Pilates workout using a set of hand weights. So we're going to get in some good arm work, some abdominals. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get warmed up on all fours and have just one of your weights with you on the mat. So you're going to get onto all fours and just kind of have the weight sitting kind of long ways right between your two hands. Have the tops of your feet on the mat. Really spread your fingertips apart and push the floor away from you. And then let's just take a nice cat and cow movement through the spine. So breathe in, stretch out the abdominals, and then exhale, push the hands and the tops of the feet into the mat. Good, and you can take this as fast or as slow as you feel like you need to get moving. Yes, there's one spot you feel kind of stuck in, feel free to stay there for maybe an extra breath or two. Just kind of take this and let's explore kind of what your spine is feeling like at the moment. All right, now pause in your neutral. So looking right down between your hands with the spine long. Now breathe in. You're going to lift one hand off the floor and just rotate towards the ceiling. Open as much as you can and then replace the hand. And do the other side. Breathe in and rotate and then exhale and replace. Yeah, really keep that pressure of the hand that stays behind. You want to really feel open and wide through the shoulders, not like you're sinking in to that supporting arm. Yeah, let's do this one more time. Abs supporting you from below. All right, now bring both hands down. Grab onto the weight with one hand. And nice and easy, we're just going to pick the weight up and bring it till it touches our shoulder with the elbow out to the side and then put it back on the floor. So it feels kind of funny. It's not your average row. You're just literally picking it up, touching it to your chest, and placing it back down. So it's almost more bicep than anything else, okay? We're just kind of warming and priming up the arm for what we're going to do next. And if ever we get going and the weight feels like too much, just go on without it, doing the exact same arm movements. You'll still get in some really nice movement and work. So now pick up that weight and hold. Now I want you to swing the hand out to the side, bring the weight back to the shoulder, and then set it back down. Do that again. So we pick it up to the shoulder, we swing the hand out to a T, replace to the chest, and then put it down. Good, couple more. Yeah, this can be easily done with the weight being left on the floor if you start getting tired. Okay, so listening to our bodies, really push into the 3 points we have left behind on the ground. So good, you guys. All right, let's do this 2 more times. Good, staying square through the upper body. Now, let's swing that arm in and out continuously. Touch and open. In and out. 2 more. Last one. And then set the weight on the floor. Whew. Very good. Okay, now we're going to add on to this with a rotation and a threading of the needle to the other side. So we're going to start the same way by picking the weight up, punching it to the side. Now from here, we bring it back to the chest, thread under, bending the opposite arm as we reach the weight as far across the mat as we can. Bring it back to the chest, open it to the side. Do that again. We bend the elbow. Now see if you can keep the arm off of the floor. That's going to make for a lot more work in the pec and the shoulder. Bring the elbow wide and open. Yeah, 1, driving under, 2, face the floor, 3, kick out, 4. Let's do this 2 more times. If you need a rest, you can touch the arm. If you're ready for some more challenge, keep it hovering. All right. So good. All right, the next time you thread the needle, you're going to stay underneath there and hold and just do some little pulses up and down. So the hand comes up and down, little tiny pulses, squeezing through the pec and shoulder for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go ahead and come up and just place the weight on the ground. Whew, very good. All right, one last little set on this side, and then we'll switch arms. So now we're going to stay parallel and just pick the elbow up and then place it back down. Nice and simple. Up and then lower. Good. Keeping the elbow tight in by your ribs. Okay. Now pick that elbow up and keep it there, and you're going to swing your weight back and forth and then touch back down to the floor. Yes, so we row it. Keep the elbow high to stretch and bend and replace. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So good. Checking in with the rest of your body from time to time. Make sure you're not settling in or sinking into any one spot. So good. All right, now keep the elbow high and do a couple continuous tricep presses back and forth, keeping that long spine for 3, 2, 1, and then touch down and relax. Okay, next we're going to add an overhead punch to our tricep press. So lift that elbow up, and then we're going to kick from back to punching front. Elbow stays tightened by the side. Good, and it's totally fine if your arm doesn't get all the way straight on the punch forward. Feel free to keep it bent and small. Yes, especially depending on how heavy the weight is. If yours is on the heavier side, maybe a smaller range is going to be warranted. So good, just 2 more. And last one. Oh, very nicely done. Okay, let's do all of that on the other side. So coming back to our original elbow out positioning. So get settled onto your all fours. Prepping, just picking that weight up and down with the elbow wide. Yeah, so bring it right up to the shoulder. Good, really getting that bicep going a little bit. Okay, let's do this 2 more times. So we're really setting that upper arm bone where we want it. Now hold up tall. You're going to kick the arm open and close and then rest it on the mat. Yes, we pull up, open, so the back of the hand looks at the ceiling when the arm is straight. Good, lift, open, palm to the shoulder and down. 1, 2, 3. So good, you guys. That fully extended position of the elbow is not easy, so it's okay if we don't quite get there yet today. You can always drop to a lighter weight or go without the weight at all, and then come back and revisit and see if you've built enough strength to go with your weight. All right, now let's hold the elbow up to the side and do a few continuous presses. Keep the upper arm bone still in space. So good. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. And then rest on down. Okay, now we add on the thread of our needle. I love this one. It's kind of half feel-good stretch for the spine, half tons of work for the shoulder. So here we go. Bend the elbow wide, open it to a T. Now we bend it to allow the threading underneath, and my supporting elbow softens. And then I pull the arm through to open. Yeah, it's almost like pulling a lawnmower to get it to start. Kind of that same pathway. Very good, except we have this big fight against gravity since we're doing this facing the ground. So kind of a cool switch of working the back of the body here and then really front of the body as we thread it under. Good, you guys. Let's do this 2 more times. All right, now keep underneath, hold your threaded position, and just pulse, pulse, squeeze through that chest to lift and lower the weight little by little. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come on up and relax. Whew, very nice. Okay, next, tricep presses. Here we go. So square ourselves back off. Rows first. I almost forgot. We'll do the rows and then the tricep presses. So lift that elbow up tight by the ribs. Squeeze and tap. Up and down. Good. Make sure your supporting elbow has a tiny micro bend to it. Shoulders nice and square. All right, now we're gonna add on our tricep press to this. So we pull and hold, we swing the weight back and forth, and then replace to the mat. Good, one, kick, in and down. So good, keeping a nice long spine. Awesome, you guys. It's a lot of work for the supporting arm too. I know we're thinking about the weighted arm, but that's a lot of time to be supporting ourselves here. Yes, so lots of work on both sides. All right, 2 more. And then on our last one, we're gonna hold up there and go for some continuous kicks. That's it. Now, just because we're going faster doesn't mean we're swinging wildly. Still finding that connection to get a fully straight arm for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax on down. Whew. Very good. Okay, adding our overhead punch as straight as the elbow can get. Here we go. Pull that elbow back behind you. Start from the tricep press and then power through to the punch. So we bend and kick back, bend and punch through. Back and forth. Try to even out the timing so both sides of the exercise get the same emphasis. So good. Draw those ribs up away from the floor. Almost done. Let's do 2 more. Good. Head and tail reaching. Last one. And then come all the way down. Very good, you guys. Okay, take the weight in one hand, tap it in front of you on one end, and then just lean back and open up under the shoulder. You'll get a nice little stretch. If you want even more stretch, you can place your hand on the top of your weight so your hand is elevated up even more, and then sit back to that chest opener. So good. You can even kind of rock forward and back on the tip of the weight just a little bit, not so much that it falls over. Good. That was a lot of work. All right, let's do that on the other arm. So move it over. You can either grip onto the handle for less stretch or hold on the very tippy top for more, and then sit back to the heels, bend the opposite elbow, and feel free to kind of move the rest of your body around to see if you can find a better stretch, and then maybe rock forward and back on the tip of the weight. Very good, you guys. Whew, awesome job. And with that, we are all done. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. I hope you loved it. I loved doing it with you. So thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see you for our next workout. Thank you. Bye. You did it. Way to go on completing today's workout. I hope you feel amazing. If you want to see even more from Real Good Pilates, click the link down below or right up here to head to my website and claim your 7-day free trial for the Real Good Pilates on-demand subscription platform, where you'll find even more fun and challenging ways to work out with me that are all completely ad-free. Plus tons of subscription exclusive workouts that you won't find anywhere else. So I hope you'll try it out, and I can't wait for you to join me for even more Real Good Pilates. I'll see you over there. Bye.